Hey everybody, Mark Bates here, and I want to give you a look at the new auto rendering function that was shipped with Buffalo 0.11.0. So here I have a brand new application, and I'm going to generate a new resource, a little widget resource here, and we'll give it a name and we'll give it a body, which is a text. So there we go, and I can migrate it here. Fantastic. Now let's open up our new actions widget resource here. And you notice now that, let's look at this lists action, for example. Instead of doing r.html and passing in the widgets, we've got this new auto function which takes the context and the thing we want to render. What's going to happen here is we're going to detect, based on the accept header and the content type, we're going to either render HTML, JSON, or XML, all from this one line here, based on how it was requested of us. And what's even cooler is it will automatically add the widgets to the context as well. So as you can see, nowhere here am I adding widgets to context, but when we do the auto, it'll be added so that our templates, for example, have access to it. So let's start our application here, and we'll go to 127. Here we go. And let's go to widgets new, and we'll say hello. And let me get my little lorem ipsum generator here and generate some nice lorem. Paste that in. Fantastic. So everything's working just as we expect it to. Absolutely nothing has changed in terms of how the HTML is being delivered to us. So now let's open up Paw, which is a little tool I like to use for working with requests and the like. Here we go. I'm making requests to get widgets, and notice I have my content type set up to be application JSON, and look at this. I got back JSON from my request. And I can do this here, and we can look at an individual one. Fantastic. Also notice, if I look at my headers for this, there is an xpagination header that has all the info about my pagination as well. And all of that came free of charge, simply because we've got this pagination line here, where we're adding the paginator from our request. So this was all generated for us. So now in your JSON and XML requests from your Vue app or what have you, you can look at the headers and find out, is there get the pagination info as this JSON object. So you can see, are there more pages? Is the last page? How many items there are, et cetera, et cetera. And that's kind of all free here. And you can see if I turn off the content type and respond, if I look at my raw response here, I've got just HTML, and you can see my widget kind of in there already. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I can change this to XML here, and voila. Absolutely nothing needed. We can do posts. So let's create a new post request here. New request that will be to the local hosts /widgets, and we'll make that a post. There we go. And we're going to add a body to that. And so we'll say its name is from a JSON post, and its body will be blah, 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 whatever. Exactly. Let's add our content type JSON header. And assuming I didn't screw this up, it should work. It looks like it did. We got a 201 created, we got JSON, and we got JSON back. And if we go back to here and refresh, you see now we're getting the XML back for both of them. And if I turn that off, now we're getting wonderful HTML back. So that is the auto function in the new Buffalo 0.11. This is really, really nice. We cleaned up a lot of code with this. You no longer have to say, I want to generate an HTML or JSON or XML style resource. You can now just generate a resource and it'll handle all of these things. Now, of course, if you don't like the way this works, you feel free to go back to kind of the old way of doing things using the HTML, the JSON, or whatever render functions. Those are still there, and those are not going away anytime soon, at all, because they're very, very useful when you want to do raw stuff. But if you're looking to kind of get that nice auto benefit, it's really, really nice. So with that is our look at the new render auto function. Very excited about this myself. Really going to make a big difference. That's it for now, and I hope this helps. This video was brought to you by Gopher Guides. If you're an organization, conference, or user group that is looking for Go training, please visit gopherguides.com. All training is custom designed to match your educational needs.